Alright guys, so we have some news to quickly cover for both global and JP. So I'm going to start things off by going over the global stuff real quick. So tomorrow we will be getting a extreme limited banner. This time around we will be featuring the Kshatriya, and then pilot wise we are getting Marita Cruz. So this is going to be a red raid unit. So it's this unit isn't really ranked that high as far as the score on the JP wiki, but as far as global, I am pretty certain that it should still function quite well. So I'll definitely be summoning on this unit just to see how good is it for the global environment. So, and after that we'll be doing like a Sushi summon. So we have that. Yeah, so we just have that. So this is not a Alright, so this banner will contain the following banner units. Well, we have the Unicorn, we have the Nightingale. Did they take out Zeta in here? Well, I'm not seeing Zeta in here, so no, it's in. Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's the full roster. Yep. So this is also a chance for you guys to get the previous limited banner unit as well, but do keep that in mind. They will not have their free transcendence available because it's only on their initial banner release, or I shouldn't say on the initial banner. If they're not featured on the banner itself, then they're not really getting it, because even for JP, when we had rerun of certain banner unit and characters, I mean actually just say the units themselves, they also do have the free transcendence level available. So it's only the Kshatriya is going to be applicable for this time around. The followings will not. So kind of keep that in mind. If people are asking like, whoops, where is the free transcendence go? Because it's not going to be available. Other things to cover is the clan battle. So hopefully you guys are in the clan right now, so you guys can take full advantage of that. It's pretty self-explanatory at this point in time, but I'll definitely cover a run of it tomorrow just to see what we can get. So tomorrow we will be using, or presumably using, a lot of the red unit. So if you guys have been building out a good stock of red unit, I guess that should be good. Me personally, my red element team is not really that well built, so I might have a problem getting a at least setting a high score. So yeah, alright, that's pretty much it in terms of the clan battle. The other things to go over is going to be the changes in terms of the unit assembly lineup. So it's been 2 months already, so they are ready to add the following unit. So we have the red close combat Banshee Norn, the red generic Shard Sakutus, the origin, and then the purple raid Blue Destiny Unit 1. So especially the Blue Destiny Unit 1, I think is very valuable, because I mean a lot of people do run it. So it's gonna be a pretty good pickup if you guys are able to RNG that Blue Destiny Unit 1. But obviously you have to have it at least a good, reasonable investment to be good, to be running in arena, whatnot. But in general content, depending on what kind of enemy you are facing, it could definitely be a very good unit to be running, especially when you are fighting against new types. So I think if you guys do have the Blue Destiny Unit 1, I think facing off against the Kshatriya has Psycho Frame, never mind. Yeah, I was about to say, if Kshatriya has like Psycho or new type tag, whatever, it could be a very good run. But I don't think Kshatriya has that, so that's unfortunate. But other than that, these are the following pilots that are going to be added as well. Say they just kind of mentioned it right there. They kind of flopped the order. That's kind of something I noticed, but it doesn't really matter. But other than that, that's going to be pretty much it. So this banner, I know you guys have probably seen, where's the 72 hours long banner. That is pertaining to only new players. So if people are joining the game, during this timeline, they are going to be getting this one. So I think last time around they dropped the full armor unicorn, so this time around is the Kshatriya, so we have that. So it's only for those who are starting a new account or new to the game in general, then they're having that 72 hours long banner. But I think other than that, that should be all for global, right? Yeah. Yep. that should be all for global. So these are the following as well. So episode 16. So they're adding a new storyline. So another avenue to get more gems for the time being. So that's pretty good. So I think we can quickly transition over to the on X on Twitter. So for a JP, we actually have quite a few things to kind of cover. We have a new super limited banner, so we have finally a Sinanju. We have not had a Sinanju since the launch of the game via the free quest with the fragment. So they finally made this one the iconic, using the rocket bazooka. So I will try to summon for this banner. I don't know if I'll get it. I do have quite a lot of diamonds saved up per se, so maybe we'll have it. So yeah, and then we have obviously for Fronto. He's actually really good. We can kind of take a look at the detail in like down below. So JP also have a clan battle. So I would, if I am able to pull it, we'll definitely try it out in clan battle to see how good it works, right? So they actually did a number 26 live stream just a few hours ago, and then we are getting free diamonds with it, obviously. And then this is like a mock battle, like the ID you can kind of play. So we can, let's click on this real quick. So yeah, this is the mock battle. I think in terms of why they're picking these units as the lineup, I think these are the one that like the top users are having, like the top players are having a hard time fighting them. So they have that. So these are common team I see in arena, especially the one down below. This is a really toxic team, all right? Yeah, yeah, so even the core unit, like these four are all standard unit. So it kind of tells you that later down the line, standard unit are gonna become really crazy of a bunch of units to use. So they're good, especially the support type. They're not to be played around with. So we have that. So I just want to quickly kind of talk about that. This one is like a kind of like a in-person event that they're hosting. So they're just kind of going over a lot of like stuff on here. So that's pretty nice, right? Having some IRL kind of content or some event for the player base. So this is actually something new for the month for March update. So they're going to be adding a feature called the class function. I don't necessarily know if they like what this actually do once you do get the class function title. You guys can see you're getting it based, I think it should be based on some kind of merits you land on. But yeah, I mean, like, it's just another title to flex, I guess, anyway. So that's cool. The other one is the skip button. So they're finally implementing a max to the skip. So instead of having to click on the add button, every time, you can just click on the max button if you want to use like your AP on like a certain event. So that's good quality update. So that's pretty cool. Besides that, we have a new UR that's being added to the standard lineup. So this one does not really say, oh, event Gasha, huh? All right, that's cool. So this one is the UR V2 SL Buster, not SL Buster, excuse me, just Buster version of it. So that's cool. So I think the only thing we're missing right now is the literally SL Buster. So we waiting on that one. All right, and then we got the grand finale. We have the Sinanju and then for Fronto. So this one is gonna be a green generic. Is there a generic? Let's see. Yeah. So this one is gonna be a green generic. So the free one that we have right now is a green raid. So that's the difference of it. So that's the EX skill. So it's gonna be at max out doing a 693%. Gonna be the rocket launcher. To itself 60% up should be beam, right? And then a 10-second guarantee hit. So that's really powerful. Skill 1 in terms of the damage is gonna damage mitigation by 58%, and then dodge rate up by 58%. And then which one is I don't remember what that is, but I think it's critical rate. Yeah, this unit, same as the old one, has a bunch of ways to gain critical rate, so that's gonna be fun. So literally everything is 58%, so 58% damage mitigation, evasion, crit up, and then beam damage for this one, if I recall correctly. And then this one at the start of the battle, everything is gonna, like, the damage is gonna set up to like what 20,000. I think it's a way to mitigate the fact that when you guys do check like your battle log, sometimes you hit like 99,000. I think it is a way to avoid hitting that ceiling in a way, so that's why they have that for, I think, you know, for a lot of units right, like to this day. And I think this one you recover EXQ gauge when you crit. I think yes, when you crit, right? I'm pretty sure that is, yeah, probably, because this unit has everything. I think everything revolving around this unit is based on crits. So this one, I think when you're critting, you're getting 17% being damaged up 5 times. So that is a good 90%. So skill 1 and skill 2 is really powerful already. That's gonna be really strong. In terms of the transcendent skill, we are getting a accuracy up by 25%, evasion by another 25%, EXQ gauge recover by 80% when the battle starts, and then recover 1 or 10,000 HP when landing a critical hit as well. So pretty strong. And then once we get to full frontal, we have a plethora of effects. So skill 1 is pretty much for green, and then generic we are getting a range sense up by 46%. I think this one is either, I think for the kanji of this one is probably accuracy or hit rate. Yeah, it's one of those. I couldn't remember, but this one evasion, another evasion, so 24%. And then this one has critical rate up by 16, so 30, what is it, 32 right there. What is this one? I think all of these are pretty much shooting sense. Yeah, range sense, so it's pretty busted. The fact that this one is stacked up to 5 times, so in total 70%, right? Or 80%? 80%, yep. And then this one is shooting sense, stacking that up to this one, yeah. So both of these are when critting. So you're getting essentially 92% times 5 times. Alright. That is crazy, man. Like, these, like, later on pilots just get really busted. It's not the unit that is doing all the work, it's the pilot, alright? So yeah, I am going to see if I can pull both the full frontal and then the new Sinanju. I'm gonna try my best. I don't know. We'll definitely try. But other than that, that's pretty much all the news that we have got. Oh, and then there's like a new, kind of like a short animation, or kind of like a redraw of the Short's counterattack. So it's pretty cool. You guys definitely do implore you guys to check it out. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So do definitely let me know if you guys are excited for the Kshatriya or the Sinanju over on the JP side of things. I know a lot of my viewers aren't really playing the JP aspect of things, but in terms of just getting a iteration of the Sinanju, you guys can definitely let me know in terms of that factor, or you guys hype for that. But other than that, that's gonna be pretty much it for me, and I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.